One of the amazing opportunities of being a Remix broker owner is that there is truly no limit when it comes to dreaming big. However, as you come to a certain point of scaling your business, hiring a full-time recruiter becomes a necessity. In today's episode, my guest is Joaom Apolinariom from Remix Vantagium in Portugal. He is Portugal's top recruiter. He and his team of 14 full-time recruiters have recruited over 550 agents to the Remix Vantagium group in 2019. For Joaom, success of any brokerage is being focused on recruiting. And his success doesn't just come from sheer luck, but rather from very hard work, dedication, putting systems in place and improving the systems that work. And today you will hear from him that don't just wait for leads to fall into your lap, but go get out there and make contact. Good morning, Joaom. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking the time to talk to us about all things recruiting. You are the recruiting champion in Remix Europe, so thanks a lot for taking the time and sharing your insights and knowledge. Before we get started, digging deeper into how you get in contact with all your recruiting leads and how you stay in touch with them. Why don't we start off with you telling us a little bit about yourself and the experience you've gained over the last couple of years working as the top recruiter in Portugal.
Okay, so good morning, and thanks a lot for this opportunity to make this interview with you. It's always a pleasure. I started 2005 in Remix. I started working with Remix Portugal with Manuel and Beatrice in the beginning. And I was interested in the recruiting part since the very beginning. I understood from the first day that this was the key to succeed in real estate. So I started learning with everybody. I traveled to other countries to see how it worked. And in Portugal, we were giving the first steps, so it was not so hard to start studying the recruiting part.
So you said that recruiting is the key part in this business.
It
right?
still is, yes.
It still is. Yes. So that actually gets me to one of my first questions. I mean, is it still now that everybody's under lockdown?
Yes, we are working from home, but this is the main opportunity for brands like Remix to continue the recruiting efforts, because there are other brands that are just closing their offices because they don't know what is going to happen in the future. So this is a very good opportunity to stay in touch with real estate agents from other companies. And we are still recruiting in this time.
We are not talking 5-10 agents here or there. You have built a true recruiting machine. As an example, how many agents did you recruit, you and your team recruited last year?
So before that, I think the recruiting machine, we are working in the same flow of our offices. So we have 22 offices, 14 recruiters, full-time recruiters, of course. We recruited 559 agents last year. So,
wow! Congratulations to that. That is a really amazing number. So let's get into how did you do that? I'm sure they don't just fly into your lap, but there's a lot of hard work, dedication, and focus going into all of that. What's your main lead source when it comes to recruiting leads?
For me, one of the most important leads are agent referrals. So. We have a lot of our team members that give us referrals because they feel happy, and if we work with them in a daily basis, in the end they help you also. So.
I absolutely agree. I think that retention starts with recruiting, right? If you recruit the right way, if you recruit the right people to your office, It's already the first step to retention, and then keeping constantly in contact with them, supporting them. It's not just helping keeping them in the office, but definitely helps getting referral leads from them, again, to grow the office. Because I absolutely understand, as an agent, I want to be surrounded by other agents. We are Remax family, other friends. So that's a really good lead source to have and to have built up. Are you incentivizing your agents in any way when they give you referrals?
No.
So you're not paying them for it. They are doing it because they want to.
Not even a percentage of the income. Nothing. I think it's a win-win challenge. So it took a lot of time to put on their heads that bigger is good. This is like when you put a new office in some city. The brokers of that city in the beginning, they don't like it because that's someone else eating my food. So for a real estate agency, the same thing. When someone else is coming, they think the first mindset is they're going to get my leads, they are going to get my scales, they are going to get my clients, and that's not true. So bigger is better, but it's not just a sentence. You need to prove it every day.
Another, I know, very, let's say, effective tool for you to recruiting is the career night.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell us a little bit about that? What is a career night and why are you actually using it as part of your recruiting strategy?
For me, it's more than a career night. I changed the name because it works for me. It works better like a workshop. Every 2 months, we make workshops, and in 2 hours, I could speak with 40, 50, 60 people at the same time, and I could explain our project in that workshop. And this was the main reason to start doing it. Every time I change something, because I give different topics. It's a different title. Every workshop has a different title. So with a different title, you need to have a different content. So in the end, I want to give them a very big picture of what is to be a real estate agent. Undercovered. This is not a recruiting workshop, but in the end it is. So it's like it's not hard selling, it's soft selling, but in the end I will sell. So the last one I made, it was 5 steps for success. I choose 5 steps that fits on a real estate agent. So with that 5 steps, I spoke about the steps. And I made examples like a real estate agent, and in the end, I start selling this profession. I can give you an example: 100 leads, I get 35 persons there, and from that 35, I recruit 7, 8. That's it in 2 hours.
Right. So it's very clear, you know exactly where they're coming, how many you're recruiting. So you know how many workshops you're hosting to get the number of recruits that you want to have. Mm-hmm. You said it was super successful right from the first career night that you hosted?
No. No.
Oh?
I had this dream, like it's working now, but in the first workshop that I made, it was just one person there, and that person was me. So it was very successful. I was speaking with myself. So
you got a lot of nods and a lot of agreement in what you were saying in that first group.
Yeah, everybody agreed with me. Yeah.
Excellent. I love it. Yeah, but I mean, you didn't give up.
I think this is the same thing in life. So nothing that will happen in the first time. So you need to think what is going good, what is going wrong, where can I be better, and I started from there. So one important thing about the workshops is some of the people you don't recruit in that day. I follow up from that leads, and there are some leads there I recruit 2 months later, 3 months later, 1 year later.
You don't recruit them during the career night, or very not that often. It's usually, it takes more conversations.
Yeah.
So what does the follow-up after the career night look like for you and your team?
It's a very interactive workshop. I make questions, they respond me. We are always speaking. And in the end, I just ask them if some of them could be interested in a real estate career. So some of them will open their hands. And with those, I just say, you know us, but we need to know you first. So we need to have a one-on-one meeting before everything. So let's just schedule this meeting. And from there, we start the process. Because for me, this is like a marriage. I cannot say that I'll marry you without knowing you. So you need to know me, I need to know you, and we need to be 100% sure this is the pathway to marry.
If we zoom into, let's say, the career night as one example of a lead generation tool that you're using. So how do you generate the leads for your recruiting night? How do you promote it? How do you get those, let's say, 100 people that sign up for the event?
Invest in social media. I promote that event there. I have a landing pages that I pay to people to go and subscribe to go to the workshop. And I also have my team. I have 14 recruiters that are the best ones in the market. I am 100% sure about it. And they really work well on farming. They do as me. I started doing it. I put flyers on the streets. I invite people from the past clients from our offices. I invite everybody to go to the workshop. So
everything that you just mentioned sounds very much the same as what a real estate agent is doing to generate listings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's 100% the same thing. We just changed the subject. Being a recruiter or being a real estate agent, it's the same thing. The difference, I make also the way the structure of the interviews is the same structure of the listings, because I understood that is almost the same process. And in the end, instead of recruiting a building, you recruit a person. So it's almost the same thing.
So once the lead comes in and they register, how are you following up? What's happening until the actual event itself?
We start promoting the workshops with 15 days before, because it's how the marketeers say we need to some time to engage the people to subscribe and everything. And it works like funnels. If you subscribe for the workshop in the first day, I need to stay in touch with you in 15 days, or else you will forget that the workshop is coming. So the leads, I give them to my recruiters. We have a flow to receive the leads, and they need to be in touch with you from the first day to the beginning of the workshop.
Can you tell us a little bit about that flow for lead follow-up?
Okay, so it will be automatic. It's not automatic for now. We have a checklist in paper, and all the recruiters, they know every week what they need to do with you. So first time they call you and they say, you subscribe to the workshop. Do you know what it is? Why did you subscribe? What are your most interests in that workshop? What would you like to speak about? So for us to be prepared to give you the things that you want to hear about. Depending on the answer, the next flow would be 2 or 3 days after. So we send the emails with the invite, because they receive an invite to be there, because in the end they received like a diploma. You were there to put on your CVs and everything. As we speak every day, we make daily briefings with my team, and we follow all the things about the leads, because the leads now for the real estate agent or for a recruiter, they are very important. So they are not for free.
We understand the lead generation now. So you take it from the lead comes in, you pick up the phone, you call them within, I think you mentioned 2 hours to me before, like needs to be super quick, right?
It's not 2 hours. I think it's 5 minutes. Now, if you receive a lead, you have more or less 5 minutes to be in touch, because someone will do it. They don't call just you. They are interested in some things. Unfortunately, in all countries, they are going to struggle a little bit. People are starting to find some other options. So we are in real estate. We are a very good option. And now it's 5 minutes. In a regular basis, 1 or 2 hours is very good. But now it's 5 minutes. Okay. I am absolutely sure about this.
Thank you very much for sharing everything around, lead generation, what's working for you, specifically the career night. To wrap this up, what is it like that you would recommend or a piece of advice that you would give to broker owners that are committed in growing their office, even during this, let's say, turbulent times during COVID?
More than ever, this is the time for you to be well prepared for the moment after all of this. Just stay in touch with your people. About recruiting, RE/MAX explains from the first day that the franchising you are going to buy, it's a human resources brand. It's not a real estate brand. The ones who sell real estate are the agents. You are the mentor of the agents. You need to be the one that you recruit them and you put them on the podium. You put them on the first place, the second place, or the third place. So the most important advice is stay in touch now. It's the most important time for you to recruit, because all other people, they are speaking and they are thinking about other things. They need to understand that you are there also in these difficult times. You need to speak to the people like offering help. How can I help you? Are you okay? Do you need my lawyers to make your contracts? Do you need my photographers to make the pictures? Do you need my marketing team to make your videos for your social media? How can I help you? If you start helping, you start engaging, and then in the end, you will marry. This is what we are doing now. We are opening our trainings for everybody. We are providing new trainings for the people. Today, we are going to have a webinar full of real estate agents speaking about lead generation and how to follow up the leads for a real estate agent.
More engaged than ever before. I agree. I know from a lot of broker owners that I've spoken to that, they're a little bit reluctant reaching out to existing real estate agents. And I think that's something that this, let's say, unfortunate situation has provided us with, is there is no need to be hesitant about reaching out to existing real estate agents anymore. They are waiting for it. No one else is actually, talking to them. They're all left alone. So now is the time to step in, to show leadership, exactly what you said. Invite them to your events, invite them to your trainings. Thank you so much, Joaom, for your time today. Thank you so much also for taking additional time to share your experience when it comes to how to run a team of full-time recruiters, what the responsibilities of a full-time recruiter are. And we'll also have you back for another short interview where you'll give us your advice and share with us your system when it comes to the interview process in general, like during the interview. So thank you very much.
Thank you.